Before we begin, remember that this video is for educational purposes only and isn't financial or real estate advice. Always consult licensed professionals. Let's break down a real estate topic that can save or cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Are you feeling overwhelmed by the housing market and terrified of making a six-figure mistake? Most first-time buyers focus on the paint colors while missing the structural red flags and hidden costs that drain bank accounts. Today, we're breaking down the honest framework for buying your first home safely and confidently. Alright, let's start with the real-world problem, looking at houses before you know your actual budget. This is the part that helps you understand your buying power before you fall in love with a house you can't afford. Many people delay buying because they think they need a full 20% down, but that's often not the case. While 20% removes private mortgage insurance, programs like FHA or conventional loans allow for as little as 3% to 3.5% down. The trade-off is a slightly higher monthly payment, but it gets you into the market years sooner. The down payment isn't the only check you'll write. Closing costs typically range from 2% to 5% of the home's price. This covers loan origination, title insurance, and taxes that catch many buyers off guard at the finish line. Always ask your lender for a loan estimates early on so you aren't scrambling for an extra $10,000 at the end. Lenders care more about your DTI than just your salary. They look at your monthly debt obligations compared to your gross income to ensure you can actually handle the mortgage. Keep your total debt payments, including the new house, under 43% to stay in the safe zone for most loan programs. Now that the math is settled, let's talk about the search. It's easy to get distracted by staging and new appliances, but we need to look at the bones of the house. When touring, look for the big ticket items like the age of the HVAC unit, the water heater, and the electrical panel. If you see rust on the water heater or an electrical panel that looks like it belongs in a museum, those are immediate negotiation points or future expenses. You don't need to be a pro, just look for signs of neglect or extreme age. Walk around the exterior and check if the ground slopes away from the house or toward it. Water is a home's worst enemy, and poor grading leads to foundation cracks and basement floods. Large horizontal cracks in the foundation or doors that won't stay open are signs that the house might be shifting significantly. You're buying the neighborhood just as much as the house. Visit the property at different times, like Friday night or during school drop-off, to check for noise and traffic patterns. Check the local zoning maps to ensure that the quiet woods behind your house aren't slated to become a shopping center next year. Quick reminder, real estate markets and mortgage programs vary by location, so always verify with local professionals. Once you find the one, the real strategy begins. This isn't just about the price, it's about the terms that protect you. Contingencies are your exit ramps if something goes wrong. An inspection contingency lets you walk away if the house has major issues, while an appraisal contingency protects you if the bank thinks the house is worth less than you offered. In a hot market, people feel pressured to waive these, but doing so carries massive financial risk. If you offer $400,000 but the bank appraises the home at $380,000, there's a $20,000 gap that the bank won't lend on. You either have to pay that $20,000 in cash, negotiate the price down, or walk away if you have an appraisal contingency. This is why overbidding can be potentially concerning if you don't have extra cash reserves. No house is perfect, and every inspection report will be 50 pages of scary-looking notes. Focus on health and safety issues like mold, structural failure, or fire hazards rather than cosmetic things like chipped paint. Use the big issues to ask for a price credit or for the seller to hire a licensed professional to fix them before closing. You're almost there. The period between the accepted offer and getting the keys is where the details matter most. The final walkthrough happens 24 hours before closing to ensure the house is in the same condition as when you agreed to buy it. Check that the seller didn't take the appliances they agreed to leave and make sure no new leaks have started. If the house is a mess or damaged, don't sign the closing papers until it's resolved. Title insurance protects you from someone coming forward later and claiming they actually own the land or that there are unpaid liens. It's a one-time fee paid at closing that provides peace of mind for as long as you own the home. It's one of the few closing costs that's absolutely non-negotiable for your protection. Most first-time buyers use an escrow account where a portion of their monthly payment is saved to pay for annual property taxes and insurance. Be aware that if your property taxes go up, your monthly mortgage payment will also increase to cover the gap. This is why your payment might change even with a fixed-rate mortgage. That's the practical version of what matters most when buying your